Lizard. Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another Flesh and Blood stream. Tonight, we have an action-packed Monday for you guys. Maybe it's the end of your day. Maybe it's the beginning of your day. We are going to start it off with a bang regardless. We have Calling Jakarta to recap. We are going to talk about some of the new Omen spoilers. And we're going to be tuning Victor because we saw 3 in top 8 of Calling Jakarta. So we have a lot to talk about from this past weekend. Lot of things happened. This is episode 3 of Road to Pro Tour Las Vegas, where we are getting ready for the Pro Tour and we are getting ready for US Nationals, trying to, just get ready and be as prepared as we can. I've actually changed up the Victor list quite a bit. We changed a few cards around to try and make some things more interesting. Tried to add in some gravy tech, trying to add in some tech to help the mirror. And we're also still trying to quote unquote, solve the Mario matchup, which can be a little tedious at times, but we're doing what we can. So we got a lot of things we're going through. We got a lot of things we're trying to do, and we're here and we're having a good time. It's been a wonderful Monday, and I'm so excited to end my Monday with you all. Also, if you have any questions for the podcast, make sure you hit them up in the Discord. We are recording the podcast that you will watch live on Wednesday when Taylor gets the audio fixed. I'm just giving Taylor crap. When he goes up on Wednesday, you guys will be watching that. So if you have any questions for the podcast, get those in the Discord. There is a Breakpoints channel for you to throw those questions in there. We will answer them on air tonight. Bringe, Ben, Martin, Dave, Rose, Bruno, Damian, Paul, Keaton. What is up, guys? What is going on, everyone? Thanks for being here. I'm glad you guys are here and hanging out with us. Megado, what's up? Whose audio will Taylor delay this week? I'm going to take money on himself. Taylor really likes to throw in the little hook every now and again. He's not just a straight jab kind of guy. So I'm banking himself for the memes because Taylor is an appreciative. He's an appreciator. I don't know what the word would be there. He's a connoisseur of the bit. So I'm gonna say Taylor targets himself this week. Abby, what's up? Can't believe it. They printed a Git at Common. There's a gym Common. Wait, what? The gym has been spoiled? I don't understand. I haven't seen that yet. Wait, are you talking about Cosmic Flare, Abby? Is that what we're talking about? Are we just talking about Cosmic Flare? We're going to talk about spoilers tonight. We have a lot to cover tonight. We are going to talk about spoilers. Got a lot of stuff that we're going to cover tonight. I'm pretty excited. Also, for anybody who does not know, we are currently doing our subathon during the month. You probably see a number up here in the top corner. We are doing our subathon this month, and that subathon means that you get to pick my deck. You get to pick my deck for US Nationals if we get to that 500 number. So we are working at it. The 5K in Cincinnati next weekend, I will not be there, Ironside. My brother graduates on Friday night from high school. And he graduates from high school on Friday night, and Saturday night is his graduation party. So I will not be in Cincinnati. Obviously, I wish I wasn't. I wish I wasn't going to miss Cincinnati. But I'm glad that I get to be there for my brother and support him. Also, my other brother's birthday is on Sunday, so we are it's May is a very busy month for me when it comes to my family. Lightning Ritual is actually kind of cool. We're going to talk about the spoilers here in a minute, but they are really, really cool. I am excited to see more Quick Strike cards, 100%. I've been waiting on Prism all this time. I'm telling you, we are going to find a reason to play Prism at something. Hopefully it doesn't LL. I don't know. The whole Snowmageddon thing, ruined my chances of playing Prism during RTN season. It all just kind of fell apart. Yes, if we get to 500, you all get to pick. I'm going to run a poll in my Discord with every hero in the game whatever the number one selected hero is, you will get to pick. Like, you get to vote and pick. Prism for Nats would be crazy. Would be kind of interesting. I'm going to campaign for this man to play Betsy. There will be posters. I mean, listen, the log is real. If you are sleeping on Betsy and the log, let me hit you with some knowledge. The log is real, y'all. I literally have a night this week, not on stream, off camera, scheduled to test Victor into Betsy in the log. Like, kind of crazy. I'm so interested on your take on the new arms. I hated them at first, but now I think they save the gravy matchup and really make the aggro matchup insane. Ooh, interesting. Okay, I'm kind of interested. I think I'm going to post that video I shared with you tonight, mistakes and all. I mean, Rose, like, it's your channel, your content. Post whatever you want. I was just sharing. I was sharing like my advice and like what I've learned about content. You know, like, and I just it feels better to, like, in my head, I think it's better to refine some things and then try to go forward from there. But if you want to get it posted, then by all means, like, it's your content, it's your channel. Do what you want, you know? The true game is if we vote for you to play Gravy, please don't vote for me to play Gravy. I'm begging you, please don't vote for me to play Gravy. Tuning a hero that's about to leave? Well, yeah, we have U.S. Nationals, Josh. Yo, let's go. Balrog is Bay. Thank you so much for the 5 gifted on Twitch. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Balrog with the 5 gifted. You love to see it. Let's add to our goal. So I'm going to add a little 5 up here for the 5 that was gifted, and that takes us to 363. Now, you might have noticed the number did increase since the last time we streamed. If people subscribe or become members while I am offline, I still add them to the count. Just cope with aggro. The horse is leaving. I know I am coping about it leaving. The arms seem really good into Gravy. We're going to talk about the arms. Like, we're going to talk about all the spoilers that have come out since I streamed last. Refinement will come later. I completely get that. You're playing Olympia at Nats. I feel bad for you. Dog, Olympia might be it. Here is what I need you all to know. If you all pick a deck for me and I have my best showing at Nationals, like ever, that is going to be like maybe a permanent thing we do every year where you all pick. Rose with the $5 super chat. Let's see. Vote for him to play Gravy for the bit. I'll coach him. All right. Well, Rose, first off, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. I appreciate that. It means a lot. For anybody who does not know, like, donations and stuff do count. So we're going to add that to our list here. That takes us to 364. That does count. All right, 364. We're getting ever closer. Gravy would be funny because I hate it. Yeah. You guys are animals. Oh, wait. Olympia won't have Mastery Pack Warrior for Nats. That means the new weapon won't be out, right? Ooh. No, please don't do that, actually. Don't vote for Olympia. Buy us nicely. Diablo 4 this week. What's up? Olympia's busted for real? Kree, I don't know about that. But, you know, Olympia's a hero. And also, I'm good, man. I hope you're doing well as well, my brother. The man is doing this because he knows he can't win, so just getting the prize money another way? I don't know that I've ever felt so genuinely insulted. Damn. That shit cuts to the core. That shit's cold. Annabelle would, I mean, the straight knife. That's crazy. Damn. Chris with the 18 months. Chris, thank you so much for the 18 months over on YouTube, dog. I appreciate that. That means a lot. Damn, like, dude, Annabelle just out here throwing shit around. I mean, that's the kind of shit to keep you up at night. Like, damn. I think that's the first time chat's ever hurt my feelings. I'm like, my brain is processing live, dude. Actually, I take that back. When Taylor had to have the live intervention for Liath, that shit cut deep. You think I should give another 100 to lock in Teklo? Dude, listen, I said, so I will say I did say that, Philip, that if somebody does half, they can pick the hero, and then we will take deck lists from there. Like that, like you can submit a deck list and I will pull other deck lists for people to vote on. So you did 112, right? Like that's what you did. You did 112. So 113 would let you pick. 113 would let you pick because you did 100, then you did 12 to get us to an even number. So if you did 113, or no, I'm sorry, it had to be 250 would be half, right? 250 would be half, so it would have to be 138. 138. And you pick Teklo. That's the deal. Done. I'll give every member in the Discord $1 to vote for Gravy. Yo, are we like? I'm being like, whoa. There's no campaigns here about what I'm playing in Nats. If y'all get to pick, that's crazy. YouTube filtered out my next comment, but yeah, Sleeping Annabelle is a bitch. Annabelle just letting it fly. Thanks, buddy. I appreciate it. Oh, dude, playing Titanium Bauble would be awesome. Playing Titanium Bauble is where it's at. I hope you all put Titanium Bauble in my deck. Yeah, Olympia won't have his new sword, which kind of makes me sad. Hang on. I can't... the link won't pull up on stream the way I want it to, but I want to see what this is. Is this Fatigue Olympia? Starting stake? You know, Dave, we might actually be cooking with this, bro. We might actually be cooking with this. I mean, probably not really, but you never know, right? I mean, anything could be cooking if we get lucky enough. I can't be bribed, but I'll take the $1 and vote Betsy. Lol. Dude, why is everybody throwing in on Gravy? Y'all are mean. No, Master Pack Warrior doesn't come out until after Vegas, right? Or is it at Vegas that it's legal? We can discard the bauble to Gravy to turn on Watery Grave is all I'm saying. If we include a bauble, I'll vote Gravy. Oh my gosh. You guys are having too much fun with this. Regardless, even if we don't get to 500, I do appreciate everybody like supporting and like, you know, coming out and like, you know, just like the subs and everything. It does mean a lot. I do really appreciate it. And now I'm going to have to win US Nationals with the deck that you give me just so that I can take this clip and then send it to Annabelle and go... Just so I can do that. Remember that time? Yes. Listen, there was 3 weeks of a snowstorm. 2 weekends of a snowstorm that like prevented me from going to any more RTNs, Josh. Easy. We can make him play Iris only Prism. You guys are enjoying this too much. We should make him play Prism so he can relive the trauma of the Pro Tour. Okay, I don't know that you all can make me relive that trauma, right? I mean, I would have to like have another win and in playing against Prism to do something like that. I think would be the way to make me have that.
You say.
Yo, top it, dude. I'm doing well. Thank you so much. How are you, buddy? Hope you're doing well as well. Yo, Rose, let's go with the $5 super chat. Rose, thank you for the $5. I appreciate it. Rose said, "You're getting to 500, sir. I'm just waiting to get you there. Trying to just like draw it out a little bit. Just trying to draw it out a little bit, huh? If I miss my flight to Nationals, I will rent a car and drive. I will not miss US Nationals. I will make the 9-hour drive overnight. Coffee? I'm not going to finish that. A lot of coffee. We're not gonna, the 2 C's that keep you awake. Coffee and... Not going to say that, though. You probably can't say it either in YouTube chat or Twitch chat. Yeah, we are at 366 already, Delph. It's flying by. Did you see the red that's a blue? Oh, I did. Are you... somebody was calling it the... Well, what's it called in Magic? Dark Ritual? Dark Ritual, I think is what it's called in Magic. That's right. Coffee and Coke. A cola. That's right. Coffee and cardboard. I like that. Yeah, Dark Ritual, that's what it is. Go buy yourself a 12-pack of white monsters. What do you mean? You find it funny that I say, I hope you're doing well as well? Okay, well, now when I read it and I see how it's typed out, it does sound a little funny, actually. Coffee and calories? Ooh, all right, now that actually kind of fits. It's better than Dark Ritual. It's more Black Lotus. That is true. It is literally just Black Lotus, right? It's a 0-cost gain 3 resources. Yeah. I dubbed that spoiler Spark Ritual. Bang. We just got the name. Spark Ritual. Come on, that's awesome. Lightning Ritual's good too. We have some banger names. I see you guys are on top of it as always. All right. Do you guys want to start with spoilers, or do you guys want to start with calling Jakarta data? Leave it up to you. Dude, Spark Ritual is a banger, right? Spark Ritual is pretty good. Spoilers or Jakarta? I leave it up to you all. We have one vote for spoilers from Bringe. Spoilers. Matt also says spoilers. We're seeing at least a couple votes for spoilers, so I guess we're going to be doing spoilers first. Annabelle in all caps says spoilers. Abby did say she wanted to see me talk about spoilers. So we will do spoilers, and then right afterwards, we will talk about calling Jakarta. Now, I guess let's yeah, this should work.
Some biddies, you say.
This should work for spoilers. Let's see. We're about 2110. Do 2110. That sounds good. Spoilers it is. Yo, Bringe, thank you so much for the 100 bits, brother. I appreciate that. Appreciate that a whole bunch. I am just going to pull these up through the Discord here. We're going to talk about them. There is this. We saw the excavation. We've seen a lot of these cards. I'm pretty sure we talked about a lot of these cards already. We're going to start with Drinking Buddy. I don't think this is a legal card, right? Like, am I understanding that this correctly? This is not actually a legal card here. It's midnight. I can't stay long, so let me see it. Are you a Pro Tour Yokohama? Yeah, Render. I remember us chatting. The journey was fun. I did not play well, but I had a good time. It's UPF only. I mean, to be fair, this card would be insane in CC. Like, let's be real. Okay. Gauntlet of Sword and Sorcery. Action. Pay 2, tap this and your hero. The next attack action card you play this turn gets, when this attacks, deal 1 arcane damage to any opposing target, which is very relevant text. If damage is dealt this way, it gets +1. So, Bolt the Bird Gloves is actually a really cool, like, way to think about this. It has AB1, it blocks for 0. But against Gravy Bones, you have a quick strike thing set up, right? Your opponent has a Rigor Mortis in play. You activate the gloves, you throw the quick strike thing. This deals 1 damage to Rigor Mortis, gets it off the board. It's now coming in for 5 instead of, for 5 instead of 4. 5 go again, 1 more arcane damage at the face on hit, make an embodiment of lightning is the one I'm thinking of. I don't remember what it's called. This also works really well with a blue and tunic for Tempestuous Kiss, which is kind of cool. Like, you can snipe some pretty cool stuff. Gauntlet of Sword and Sorcery is actually kind of a baller. Finally, a playable Guardian card. I think those might be the only words that Luke has ever said in my chat, which I kind of love. That, like, it's like this never-ending bit that Luke always comes by to let me know he's supporting, but he always says, finally, a playable Guardian card. Yeah. So this is, like, the thing that's crazy about this is that this is just the next attack action card. This can be anything. This can be Tempestuous Kiss. This can be one of the 1-for-4s with Quick Strike. This could be Command and Conquer. Could be the Weakest Link. You have a lot of options here. I do really like that it says any opposing target, because one of the things I thought of was, oh, we can play Sigil of Conductivity in our deck. We can target ourselves. I guess damage wouldn't be dealt that way, so you wouldn't get the +1. Never mind, it doesn't work the way I thought it does, but I still think the +1 is a good thing, or like the opposing target is smart. This is a side grade to grasp for some matchups? Yes, 100%. Aurora uses Pummel better than Guardian now? 2 blues is Tempestuous Kiss with Gauntlet and Pummel. So that is a 4-card hand, right? That's a 4-card hand that we have. So it is 6 go again of 1 arcane damage, 1 more arcane damage, +1, and the pummel. So it's 7 physical, 2 arcane damage, and then the pummel makes it 11 physical. So it's a 4-card 13 with 2, count them, 2 potential discard effects with pummel. Not a bad way for an aggro deck to be playing. You know, I mean, come on now. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. If it has go again, what? I mean, sure, tapping your hero is not great. Wait, I feel like... Elliot, I'm not sure what you mean by if it has go again. Scorpio at the end is another interesting way to think about that. So I've been doing some thinking. And I've seen a couple of lists, public lists, kind of trying this. And I saw somebody in the team Discord mention it today as I was thinking about this. And so I was very glad to see somebody else having this thought. I think there's a real world that we are a Dread Scythe deck with Aurora. Yeah. They're not gonna AB it, Luke. It's gonna have go again. Come on, dog. We're living in Christmas land. I think there is a world. I genuinely think there is a world where Dread Scythe is a playable Aurora weapon. Yeah, I'm serious. I'm serious. I think that is a real world we could live in. I'm not saying it's definitively correct. But I'm saying, just indulge me for a second, you know? Come on over, the water's fine. There's a real world we're playing in. Luke said, I be blocking. I did say Dread Scythe. I did say Dread Scythe. I love that everybody's reaction was either visceral or everybody was like, okay, we're cooking. Now, the problem here is that we are cooking a beef Wellington with this idea, right? You don't cook it long enough, it's raw. You cook it too long, it's dog shit. You cook it just right, and it's gonna come out well. I'm just saying. Maybe we keep an open mind here, you know? Maybe we keep an open mind. I do actually think there's a world where that's a possibility. For real, all jokes aside, I do think there is a world. At most, I'll give you having both Scorpio and Scythe in the deck. Just Scythe, get out of my kitchen. Yeah, see, I'm already being thrown. I'm already being thrown out of people's houses. The acronym at the start of your title looks like a Super Bowl title one day. I like that. I hope that's true. We can remember Road to Pro Tour Las Vegas as Super Bowl 7000. Okay. Next up is Live Wire Press. This card is interesting, right? So Live Wire Press is a red instant that costs 1. Target lightning attack action gets when this hits a hero, deal 4 damage to them. So you are getting the burn up side of burn up and shock for 1 cost at an instant speed, which is kind of cool, but it doesn't block, so it has some weakness to the weakest link. I think this card is kind of interesting. I don't really know how well it fits into the deck when we just have burn up and shock. Maybe as an instant, you're not telegraphing it as much, so it could be kind of cool. Live Wire Press is one of those cards that I could see working its way into the deck, but I'm skeptical of because we potentially have a better card in burn up and shock to play right now. Lexi. Lexi is right. I mean, technically, let's see, we'll call that 2830. It does say Lexi. Like in the days of Valhai, we wayfarers shall protect our beloved Inion? I don't know. Burn Up and Shock is not elemental, I'm pretty sure. I think it's a card designed for Sage more than anything else. I mean, I guess that's true. It could be really good in Sage. This could also be like a very good limited rare, which makes a lot of sense. I think Livewire Press, and Burn Up all go in. I'm skeptical on if Burn Up and Shock is an Aurora card. I'm skeptical. And that's because my vision for the deck isn't exactly what we were used to when we played Aurora. It's Red Boom Grenade that cost 1, though, and that scares me. Red Boom Grenade for 1 that you can play off the top of the deck is cool. Arsenaling this card feels pretty good. I don't know. Limited, you probably take this really early. Like, I would snap this off pretty early in a draft. But I don't know that I am snapping this off, like, in my Aurora deck automatically. Burn Up and Shock so much worse when you got to have 3 to 4 breakpoints and a free weapon. Oh, when you don't have? Now, yeah, I completely agree, Elliot. And maybe that's the real value of this card, is that it is a, like, reaction style Burn Up. And maybe, like, that makes it better. The 1 cost, when you are looking to play cards that, like, are not just Burn Up, Lightning Surge, Ravenous Rabble, Scar for a Scar, Snatch, like, kind of things. Like, maybe the reaction speed version of it is better. I don't know. All right, let's see the alt art. Bro, you better not be trolling me. I'm trusting you enough to open this up on stream. What the actual freak is this, Paul? Like, dog.
So you get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir.
What is this? What is this? What is this? All right. Paul is no longer trusted. He has been taken off of the list of trust. Aurora will have a picky cost curve that ice can hurt badly. True. My name? When I say Burn Up, it sounds like I'm saying Bruno. Really? You think so? Wait, what? There was lore text change? Like in the days of Valhalla, we Wayfinders shall protect our beloved Onion. Come on now. Y'all just out here living it up. Oh, Garlic Press would have been a good one. I do kind of like that, though. Low key. We got a big hydrate for Brinch here. Everybody enjoy a little lizard while we're big hydrating.
Lizard.
Ooh, Hot Dog Press. Ooh, I like that one. Is Jarl a threat to Aurora? I think there's a real chance that Jarl could, like, roll Aurora. I don't know. We'll see. I honestly don't think Ice will be that bad for new Aurora. I mean, if we're on a version of the deck where, like, what I'm envisioning, where I'm on, like, 22 to 24 blues and I'm on Dread Scythe, then there's a world where, like, Jarl may just be another day at the office. Onion Knight Runeblade and upcoming set confirmed? Confirmed. Wouldn't even care if OG Icelander was reprinted? That's an interesting concept. But possibly true. Jarl and Tranquil Domain now? Ooh, Tranquil Domain could be good. I also think Clash of Bravado stonks are way up. Rage Bait used to be believable. Dog, I'm not even rage baiting is the best part. 24 blues and Dread Scythe? Sign me up, bro. Ooh, this one has... Have I read this one? Oh, I have read this one. Yeah. Oh, wait, you guys can't see the whole thing? Why? It's off to the side, and I don't like that. I wish they would just do the normal picture. You guys can read it. It's kind of off to the side, but you guys can read it. Flow Shard Elemental, a 0 for 4. Now we're cooking. When this attacks, you may discard an instant card. If you do, create a lightning flow token, and this gets go again. Oh, not me. Oh, not me. You may discard an instant card. If you do, create a lightning flow token, and this gets go again. You may discard an instant card, create a lightning flow token, and this gets go again. This seems like, what was it, Seek Horizon or something like that? Where you can like put a card back on top of your deck or on the bottom of your deck and you can like give it go again? Like, is that what it's called? Seek Horizon? I think that was the name. I mean, this seems like a fine draft card, right? Oh, Emissary of Wind? Oh, yeah, that was one of the promos, wasn't it? That also kind of fits the bill, I feel like. Yeah, you make a token and do that. That checks out. Emissary of Wind is hilarious. Seek Onion? Mods. Get Paul out of here. I'm just kidding. We like Paul. I mean, this seems like a fine draft card, right? Like, it makes a lightning flow token, gives it go again. Like, this seems like a role player in Seek the Trash Bin. Yo, that's crazy. I don't know. This seems fine. Like in draft, I don't know that it ever makes its way into Aurora. I mean, obviously, like in Constructed, you would just play Astrovolt Elemental before you would play this. It's a 3-block. Like, it's a 3-block. It attacks for 3. So I'm thinking of most of the cards. I'm trying to think about how they fit into Aurora. It's CC playable in Acilio. Yo, Rob, what's up, dude? Is this CC playable in Acilio? Because I thought we were in a position where Acilio had to use the hero effect to get the ability that they wanted to be able to play the instant, right? Does this work in Swolio? How long before I start playing Fatigue Goliath? I have already started putting the deck together. It's gas if your opponent has an IQ of 28 and you'd win anyway. Matt might be onto something here. In Acilio, it's good because of Starfall text. Oh, damn, bro. Damn. It turns on Volzar and gives him a flow, which he desperately needs. Okay, that's fair. All right, I'm in. I mean, Astrovolt, well, no, you probably need some of the lightning flows, right? Okay, good draft card, maybe Swolio. And I think this is the one that everyone's been waiting on. Let's talk about Cosmic Flare. This is a red 0-cost instant that says gain 3 resources. If you have ever played Magic, you have probably heard of this card called Dark Ritual. Dark Ritual was a 1-cost, like, action, basically, with Go Again for Magic is the best way I can describe it, that gained 3 resources. Spark Ritual, as it's been called, is a 0-cost version of this. This is a blue that you can arsenal. This is a blue that you can arsenal. There is something about arsenaling this card and setting up to play a 4-card hand and 3 resources that just works. This is not the short. Joke's on you, Cree. The short was the press. The press from earlier. I already wrote it down. I love cards like an arsenal based. This with Greaves plus Burn Bear plus some other spell. I mean, this in like Burn Bear costs 3, right? Like how are we using Greaves? I don't know. This is kind of interesting. Is there a blue version of this? Where is only giving one LOL? It would be so funny. I mean, I'm imagining this is a red only. Like, blue that gains a resource would be interesting. Good in Starvo. Remember chart when it was Dark Ritual, draw a card in a 3-block? Also based, Luke. Gravy gets all the good cards. I mean, this card is solid. And if you don't think this card is very good, I don't really know how to describe this to you without having resource generation is like a busted thing in pretty much every other card game I've ever played. This is, I'm trying to think of how to explain this to people who might watch this later, or maybe you're watching now and you're just thinking you don't like it. Like, this is like not that great. But being able to gain 3 resources off of a card that you don't have to pitch is actually really solid. This is one of those cards that if they print like a lightning, this card has basically said that there can never be a lightning like storm mechanic from Magic where you play a bunch of spells in one turn. Like, this cannot be, like, there can never be a lightning like storm deck or hero. There can never be like a lightning Kayo. They have, by printing this card, they have taken that off the table, is what this tells me. Or they've not thought that far ahead. I would like to give LSS enough credit to think that they have. And then from there, they are going to have to ban this if they do print like a lightning Kayo. I don't know. This is interesting. That's true. We already did kind of have Storm with the first Cecilio. That's true. Turns on Lightning Synergy, puts an instant in the grave. 2 heroes effing love this. Don't know about Ziggy. I mean, yeah. No, this is a great Aurora card. This is a really good card. This is a really good card. If they print Lightning Kayo, we may take a break from Flesh and Blood. Please God, never let that be a thing. Please God, never let that be a thing. I think Aurora is one of Jarl's bad matchups. So from what I'm seeing so far, I think that wait, are you saying that Jarl has a bad matchup into Aurora? Or are you saying Aurora has a bad matchup into Jarl, Damien? I just want to make sure. If they print Lightning Kayo, I'll play every day. Yeah, I bet you would. The blue aura can destroy Frostbites to stay around. That would actually be pretty strong. That would be a pretty cool effect. You hit me and take 1. Yeah, Lightning Kayo would push me to have some questions, a little skepticism. Listen, in Damien we trust. They made sure Chain and Kayo can't touch this. It should be safe. For now. We should vote Aurora for aggro to play when he hits 500 and then make him play the slow burn, make a bunch of Runechant items, build that pops Arc Lightning for 1 billion. Are you talking about like the silver thing or whatever it did? Like without Flicker Wisp combo? That would be terrible. Some pros are already doing Ether Wildfire Acilio with 30 damage turns. Sorry to say. Please don't tell me that, Matt. Just lie to me. Come on, just lie to me, brother. Just lie to me. Don't tell me that. Yeah, the silver cash out one. Why are you playing cash out without Flicker Wisp? That's what makes the deck playable, right? Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, Cosmic Flare resources or something. This card's very powerful. This card's very, very powerful. If you don't think that card is powerful, I urge you to reconsider how you view card games. Card's very powerful. Let's talk about calling Jakarta. Let's talk about calling Jakarta. Let's see. We'll call that like 4430. All right, so calling Jakarta was actually a pretty small calling. There was only 170 players at the calling. I had to Google where Jakarta was. I was not sure where Jakarta was. I was being an uncultured American again. 170 players is a pretty small calling. So I was a little surprised to see the numbers so low. Number 1 hero represented at the tournament, maybe for the first time in the history of Flesh and Blood being out for everyone to play. Victor was the number 1 repped hero. I mean, like...
Oh, yeah. It's all coming together.
Like, come on now. That's awesome. I was so happy to see this. But also kind of sad. Because Victor won Rotterdam. If Victor won... I believe if Victor won Jakarta and won whatever's this weekend. I don't remember what's this weekend. Does anybody know what's here this weekend? There's a calling coming up this weekend, I'm pretty sure. But if Victor had won both, he would have been gone. Sao Paulo. He had to win both Jakarta and Sao Paulo to LL. So I saw Jason Rolfe go 7-0. I love Jason. Jason's a great guy. I love like talking to him and hanging out. So I really wanted him to do well. Jason, if you watch this, I'm very sorry. I wanted you to come in second so bad. Now, Jason made top 8. I think Jason lost in the top 4. Great showing for Jason. You love to see Victor do well. But Kasai brought it home. Also, what? Yeah, Kasai. No surprise. Heroes 2 and 3 coming in off of our list are Mario and Acilio. Acilio being the 3rd rep deck, but not as high as Victor and Arachne was a little surprising to me. Hang on. We're going to talk about a little bit more here. Next up, Syndra. Syndra coming in at 4th is really not that surprising to me either. Like, these top 4 heroes all kind of like fit the bill here, right? All kind of like fit the bill. I was expecting this to be higher. There were 8 Gravy Bones at the event, and I thought there would be more. Like, Gravy Bones was the 8th represented deck in this field. Gravy Bones has a very favored matchup at the top of this list. So, I don't know. I was surprised to see not as many Gravy Bones at the event. Could be part of the region. Like, maybe just not as, popular in the Jakarta area. It's very possible. I don't know. Maybe people were expecting like Acilio to be more popular, and so we were thinking that Gravy Bones was not going to be that good. But you have a decent matchup into Marionette. You have a favored matchup into Victor and an unfavored matchup into Acilio. So, I don't know. I was just kind of surprised. Also, Katsu picking up a little bit. Kasai went on to win the event, which we're going to talk about here in a minute. But Kasai had 6 people playing her. And then in the 5s category, we have Jarl, Prism, Ira, Bolton. I'm a little surprised to see people playing Prism right now. Now, I say that as someone who would not be surprised to watch my boy Kevin Murphy win Nationals playing Prism at all. But this doesn't really feel like a Prism meta to me. Like, it feels like they're an uphill battle for a lot of the Prism players right now. So I think the people that were playing Prism are like the real Prism truthers. It's like really all I can come up with. I don't really know why else. Valda and Fang at 4. Like, we're going to look at conversion rates here in just a minute. Fi at 3. And then at 2, we have Dory, Max, Tekla-Vossen, RKO, which is fine. One Hala. I just, tip my hat to you because I have yet to see this hero do really anything impressive. I don't think it's... So, Brian, I am going to assume that Spark Ritual is only red. I'm assuming. Would that be the first common ever to only be? That's a good question. I don't know. Really? Yo. Was there a Fang that finished 9th? Was there really? Is that true, Kay? Were they playing Fatigue Fang, or was it like normal Fang with like daggers and stuff? Interesting. If that's true. Correct. Really? Fang at 9th is interesting. Interesting. Was normal? Lost the winning in the last round? Oh, that sucks. That sucks. Still, though, 9th is a great run into calling. There are 2 things I want to talk about over here. First one. Your boy Tough Nut made day 2. Tough Nut made day 2. You love to see it. You absolutely love to see it. Now, the hero of the hour, the Millennium, Fatigue Goliath, top 8 the calling. Not only did Fatigue Goliath top 8 the calling, won the top 8 match. One Goliath, one person stood alone on an island, determined to bring greatness to the hero they loved. And they made it to top 8. All the way to top 4. Banger. You love to see it. Was so happy to see Goliath make top 8. Also, seeing that it was a Fatigue Goliath was cool. Just after I streamed Fatigue Goliath with Liam on Saturday, which was really cool. I don't know. I really enjoyed that. Tough Nut, B-Diff, Big Dummy in format. Now that feels kind of accurate. Goliath is my favorite hero, but I do not like playing the Fatigue variant. It just feels like it goes against his entire card pool. I mean, there are a lot of cards in Elias pool specifically that are like designed to be aggro cards. I know Damien's been working on a Lion Claw Maul version of the deck. Okay. Day 2 conversion rates. Let's talk about conversion rates. Yo, Victor had over a 50% conversion rate at 12. Jarl went 60%. Levia went 100%. The one Fang that made it into day 2 finished 9th. That's kind of cool. I'm already putting the Goliath deck back together, guys. Like, there's no hope for me. I'm already putting it back together. We're already putting it back together. Let's see. Syndra, again, continues to have a pretty crappy conversion rate. Syndra seems like she can do something if you are a truther. A truther. I don't know. 33% from Dio seems okay. I mean, 40% from Mario. That's a pretty high number. Anything that starts with a 4 or a 5 is a pretty solid number. 25% of the gravies. 25% of the Huntsmans. Also, half of the Valdas made day 2. Valda might be a little bit more underrepresented than I thought. The one Kasai that made it to day 2 went home with 5,000 USD and a quick dodge flexors. It's the one carrying the rock to smack people with. That's right, up here. Yeah, I don't know. Day 2 conversion rates, like the only thing that really stands out to me that is interesting is how high this number is. Normally, Victor's conversion rate is not that high. There's just a bigger target on Victor's back, and it scares me. It scares me so freaking much. I will not lie to you. It scares me. Do not want people to be targeting Victor going into US Nats. And finally, the top 8. Now, we're going to talk about this a little bit here because the top 8 is interesting. 1, 2, 3 victors. 3 victors in top 8. Almost half. That's kind of crazy. Now let's talk about another stat. 1, 2, 3 Marios in top 8. 6 of your 8 heroes in top 8 were repeat heroes. That is kind of crazy. It's actually kind of crazy. Like, this triangle meta right now really feels like Victor, Mario, and Acilio. And then, obviously, Jake McCormick won the event playing Kasai. And then our other hero in top 8 was Tim Lee. I really hope I'm saying that right. Playing Lyeth. Salute you for playing Lyeth. You're bringing pleasure to my heart. You have no idea how happy it makes me to see Lyeth doing well. The finals, I'm going to be honest, I did not get to watch the entire finals match. I feel kind of bad because most of the time I have to, like, I sit down and I watch the finals. But Sunday we did Mother's Day Mother's Day stuff all day. And so I just, like, didn't get to watch it. And then today, like, was one of those days where I was slammed at work. Normally, I at least, like, listen to the calling while I'm working on something. I did not have that opportunity today. So I did not get to watch the finals, but I've been told it was good. Kasai is favored in the Guardian. Yep, it sure is. It's always been pretty good in the Guardian. I do think Victor has a chance to win that matchup, though, on somewhat of a consistent level. So I do think there is potentially something there. Okay. Now let's take a look at the deck and let's talk about some of the changes that I've made, because I would like to be able to share what's going on with the Victor deck with you guys. Okay. So I have made some changes. I've made some pretty significant changes. We've changed it up quite a bit based off of what I've been seeing people play. And we're going to talk about some of the different things here. The first one is disable. Haha, which able? Tell them, Rob. Disable. Disable has replaced Red Debilitate in my Victor list because it has a good disruption crush effect into pretty much every matchup. The -2 effect is not always relevant, but Arsenal disruption against a lot of different heroes will be relevant. Now, there is a little bit of a concern off the back that this cost 5. We no longer have a blue and tunic to be able to use with Debilitate. So I'm curious to see how Disable feels, but it is on the short list of cards that I want in my Victor deck for that guaranteed disruption to be able to try to throw off our opponent so that we can get tempo and try to put ourselves in a good position to win the game. And we'll call that about 57. Seems good. Bro, I didn't even get to type it out. Listen, Rob, the funny part is you don't realize it, but I say that all the time. You're not even here some nights. Well, I mean, you're not here like nights, and I will literally be like, which able, Rob? And, like, you're not even here to, like, say anything about it. I was looking forward to only seeing 1 or 2 matches for the night. Oh my gosh, dude. Get out of here, Riku. We're going to play Victor, and we're going to like it. Damn it, and that's that. I'm just kidding. If you guys don't like Victor, please don't feel forced to hang out. I would love for you to hang out, but don't feel forced to hang out. Continuing to look at the rest of the deck. I've been telling people for a while that I do not like Clash of Might. Now, the reasons that I give for not liking Clash of Might are not exactly going to line up with why we should play Rouse the Ancients. Rouse the Ancients is a blue 2 block that has a 0 power attack, so it does not clash well. This is a big reason not to play it. However, the value of Rouse the Ancients is the ability to be able to go again into Command and Conquer, go again into Boulder Drop, go again into Hammer in the mirror. When you are looking to try and find some breathing room against a lot of other Guardian decks, being able to send a go again attack will help you with this. The fact that Rouse the Ancients is can be baked into our blue base as a valuable go again attack is very powerful. It does come with a big downside, but it's also very, very powerful and can help you get tempo to close games out. I'm sure you guys pieced together at that point that that was a short. that one was a short. I feel like you guys are getting better about realizing what I'm talking about and what I'm not. Moving to the sideboard, we have quite a bit of equipment and a few things that have changed. I went down to 2 Clash of Bravado. I'm skeptical. I think this should be a 3 of. We're going to see how I feel about it moving into Omens. Down to 2 Weakest Links. Weakest Link, very good card. Has a lot of good matchups. I think it's going to be very powerful into a lot of the heroes from Omens. We'll continue to see how it feels. We were on the shelters the other day when we talked. We were not playing Performance Bonus. Performance Bonus is a great card to Arsenal against Gravy Bones so that you can 2 for 1 and get some allies off the board. It is also very powerful against Kasai. I really like having this card against Kasai. This card randomly has value against multiple heroes where you can Arsenal it and then throw it at them. And most people don't want to block it, which makes it an interesting card. So Performance Bonus, I'm going back to a 1 of. I think we can expect to see a spike in Gravy Bones at US Nationals. So maybe being on a 1 of Performance Bonus could help give us a few points to help get us into a better position. The other 2 big changes that I've made with the deck, the first one is Tectonic Plating. I have not been on Tectonic Plating in quite a while. I really like the value that Tectonic Plating adds with Riches of Tropodoni so that we can pitch it without having to Pot of Greed to draw 2 cards if we don't want to. I really like that it blocks 3 consistently when we need it to. The one downfall of Tectonic Plating is that it does not work very well with Pummel. Pummel does not get the value we need off Tectonic Plating very consistently. Tunic works much better. So for that reason, I'm on Tech Plating and Tunic. We're going to play both and see how it feels. Also, I have cut Balance of Justice and added Crown of Providence to the deck. Crown of Providence gives us a good window against Gravy Bones when they throw a Conqueror of the High Seas at us to be able to block 2, take 6, and then continue to play our turn with a 5-card hand when we are looking to flip the turn, apply pressure, and try to take tempo from them. It's also very good into Dash IO, who doesn't always draw 2 cards. It's good against Syndra, who doesn't always draw 2 cards. I really like Crown of Providence helping us in other matchups and protecting our arsenal. I think this could be a very good change with Acilio kind of being kicked out of the format, but we'll see what Omens has to offer. So those are the changes to the deck. That's what we're doing. This is what our new list looks like. We're going to test it out and see how it feels tonight. Also, guys, thanks for being here. Thanks for hanging out. Before we move on and we play some games, there are a couple things I want to talk about this week. Tomorrow, we have Damo on the stream. We have Damien coming on. We're going to be talking about Fatigue Victor and how Fatigue Victor fits into the meta, how Fatigue Victor does against normal Victor. We're just going to be talking everything Fatigue Victor and what you can expect to see from Fatigue Victor moving into Omens meta. On Thursday, we have an extremely long time overdue collaboration coming for you on Thursday. I am going to be hanging out and playing games with John, Lupine Fiasco. We're going to be talking Jarl on Thursday. So we have Fatigue Victor tomorrow with Damien, and we got Jarl with John on Thursday. So make sure you check those out. They're going to be a good time. I am really looking forward to those streams. They should be a lot of fun. Oh, dude, John's in chat. John casually being like, oh, hey, that's me. This guy, bro. This guy. Listen at him. Listen at him. I'm not going to be doing a lot of targeted testing tonight. We're just going to be playing some games to see how the deck feels in general. Just looking for different matchups. So, John, how was your stream, man? I saw you were streaming right before I went live. You go live at like 5 o'clock my time now, I believe, right? Hope your stream went well, brother. Jarl? We want to go first against Jarl, I think. This has traditionally been a very good matchup for us, but that's not always the case. We are not on grips. We are not on trounces. Weakest Link, bonus, or Midas Touch. We are on both copies of Remembrance. And we are going to be on Crown of Dominion, and we're going to be on Titan's Fist. I don't think this is a tech plating matchup. I think I like Tunic better. Oh, dude, played some Puffin this afternoon, huh? Puffin's a fun hero. Puffin is a fun hero. Yikes. Yeah, we'll get in the red zone. They flipped over 62 cards against us, and we flipped over 60. I wonder if they're on ripples. Probably, right? Ooh, I wonder if they are on, if they're on the Corsham build that I've been seeing going around. Because the Corsham build is awesome. The Corsham build is awesome. No pummel. We'll just arsenal and set up here. We'll see what they hit us with. Hopefully we can win this test of strength. Okay, they're going to put Channel Mount Eisen back on the bottom of the deck. Sure. That makes sense. Target my Tunic. That's not very cash money of you, friend. Should we pitch this away? Probably, right? We're just trying to cycle through our deck as quickly as possible. I'd actually low-key love to be able to pummel this turn, but I wonder if there's a world where I'm supposed to pummel the Golden Sun this turn. I don't think so. We are not on Shield Beater. I have went back to Titan's Fist to see. I think that there is a world where in the Guardian Mirror, you would rather be able to block 3 cards and just guaranteed have a 1-card play off of Titan's Fist. I think is where we're at right now. I'm not going to say for sure, but I think that's the world we're living in. They blocked Frozen to Death and Ripple away. Oh, we could have blown that up. Dang. Curses. Let's give ourselves a chance to flip the Golden Sun. I will not clash again. We can tie. I will take 3. That's fine. Now we have Disable Pummel. Nice. Nice, 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 nice. Looking pretty good. Looking pretty good. Yo, Jay, let's go with the 11 months of Prime support. Jay, thank you so much for the 11 months. I appreciate that. It means a lot. Thank you. That's I'm stuck in my throat. Sorry, I will try to clear my throat. That takes us up to 3, 6, 7. Somebody made that joke at work today, and I was like, hey. But also, it was hilarious, like low key. What happened? Do I need to refresh? I thought I hit pass. Hit him with the pummel. Ow! Big time money. Child beater. Oh my god. Yo, easy there, Peppo. Easy. Water, 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 water. I do, in fact, not believe in beating children, for anybody that's curious. All right, so they play around it. Sag. We do not get the value we wanted. You hate to see it. You absolutely hate to see it. It's a bunch of baloney. Maxim V 89. Thank you so much for the Prime sub over on Twitch. I appreciate that. Let's throw another one on the list. We're getting close. We sadly did not get to stay at 6-7 very long. Sag. 368, closer to 500. Do you remember if the lightning leg piece that gives instants go again is getting banned from Omens? I don't think that one's getting banned. No, I do not think so. Do we just want to throw this at them? I mean, it's just kind of like guaranteed damage, right? They don't have an arsenal? Like, I mean, we'll just get aggressive, I guess. Wish we had something better. Wish we had something better. Converts the whole hand? I mean, that's true. Like, I would like to deny them the value if we can. So they're down to 31. We do have a couple of tests of strengths in the bottom already, which is not how I drew it up. Okay. I like this idea. We take 2. We can throw the Spinal Crush, or we can try to be aggressive. Be aggressive. I mean, part of me wants to because I'd really like to arsenal this E-Strike, but I don't think it's correct. There's a pummel to the bottom. I mean, if they hit another attack off the top, it's going to feel really bad. I think we'll just keep our gold. I think it's incorrect. We could have swung the Titan's Fist and then heaved. I just felt like we were probably in a better spot to be able to just like push damage while we could. Like, this was a turn where we could have swung Hammer and arsenaled the Rouse, but I think we're just better off to just keep pitching and pushing damage. I also do not think it was correct to risk the gold there. We already have a gold set up. All right, so there's a D-React. Oh, no, they're just okay with just swinging the hammer here. Huh. They did arsenal a pummel, so it does kind of lead me to believe that I think they have another one. So if we block like this, we can try to set up. If they don't have it, we throw Titan's Fist, arsenal this. If they do have it, we discard this and pay 2. Is there a better way for us to play around this? I don't think there is, right? I think we just have to take our elixir. Bottom right behind you. We're looking for Goldmane Estates. Where it could matter that you get more cards in deck than them. That's very possible. So we'll discard this. And then, yes, I will pay 2. We want to keep the cards in our deck. Is E-Strike higher value than Spinal in this matchup? I would argue yes. Like, E-Strike having go against very, very high impact. So we probably should have blocked with the Spinal Crush and kept the E-Strike. I was thinking about using the Revelation, but that actually makes a lot of sense. That we should have blocked with the Spinal Crush and kept the E-Strike. Yeah, you're correct. It's a good call, Matt. Makes a lot of sense to do it that way. Being run in Victorless? I mean, some people do play them, right? Like, some people do play them. I don't personally think it's correct, but I have seen people playing them. That is a thing that people do. I would rather just be on Shelter for the Mario matchup. And even then, I understand setting up clashes, but I think Sink Below is just a better card in general. Oh, I love the Guardian Mirror. We couldn't keep anything. We had to pay 2 or discard a card and discard a card to the Pummel Mekado. So I don't think we could have kept anything there with the way that I blocked. And I didn't want to eat more damage than I had to. I wanted to force them to have it. I'd really like to draw a... I'd really like to draw Goldmane Estate. Has been 6 turns. Ha 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 ha. Ha 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 ha. I mean, obviously, they did that intentionally. Not saying it is correct, but it is what they did. Flesh and Blood as Richard Garfield intended? Yo, if James White ever saw a clip of me saying that, I might get blacklisted from the game, bro. Oh, I see what you're saying, Mekado. You wanted to use Tunic to pitch away the Spinal Crush? I kind of don't hate that, low-key. I don't know. I kind of low-key don't hate that. I could kind of get behind that. mean, you're better off just to throw the hammer here, right? Like, man, what if we take 6 and then we go again into hammer, arsenal the remembrance? It's kind of weird, but taking 6 actually doesn't make me upset here. We're in a good place so that we can go again into hammer. Jarl does get a lot of value being on Sledge in this matchup. There's also a world where block 6 and send 7 is just correct. If nothing else for the memes. But that is also like a reasonable play pattern. They do bottom a card. Keeping the remembrance is like okay. We've already put one to the bottom, so I don't really like drawing the other one here. The fact that we've drawn it and not seen a single copy of and not seen a single copy of Goldmane Estate, kind of sad. I think this is a really good hand to just block. Like, we're up 9 points. We should keep the momentum in our favor, I think. That's 2 CNCs to the bottom. There's one more. And we're going to generate a gold off of Riches of Tropeldani here. And drawing right behind you to block with is fine, so... they would have to fuse Oakenold here and, like, really juice me a couple of times, I think, for it to get out of hand here. If we had drawn something worth arsenaling, I actually would have been okay with Remembrance for double E-Strike and a, like, Command and Conquer or something. But right behind you is kind of buns. It's kind of buns. But I do like the idea. There was a consideration for me to do that, Jay. So this is a weird turn. Without the Winter's Bite, there was a real world where we could have done some scary stuff here. Is it weird that I'm thinking about blocking with the Golden Sun? I mean, we're obviously going to pay. I'm just trying to figure out how. Because this is going to be... This is going to be hammer afterwards. I would love to sign your Marvel Victor at Nats. Also, signing a Marvel Victor kind of like stresses me out because, like, money. But I would love to. I'd be honored. I think we're going to pitch the Golden Sun here, right? Because we have... Actually, are we just going to try and, like, set this up and kill them with it? Is that ever a world? We just pitch the Rouse, right? We pitch the Rouse. No blocks on 6. And then go from there. They've blocked with 1 ripple away. I don't remember seeing another one pitched, but I haven't seen... I don't remember paying that much attention to their pitch stack. So it's very possible they have one here. Okay. Ripple away is going to make 2 might tokens. I think I'm going to play Remembrance. No, I don't think that's right, right? Is this right? No, I don't think so. We're going to come away like this. This is fine. No, this is, like, not the best thing in the world, but I think this is going to be okay. Okay. Would love for them to have more turns like this. Because now we get to throw CNC for 8. Which either starts chewing through equipment. They think about the pummel here. Like, we may just get cop here on this one. We may get cop. There's also 1 pummel left in our deck. They have 1 CNC left that we have not seen yet. They've pitched 2 away, but not remembranced anything. So there are 2. They've played none actually, but there's 1 we haven't seen yet first cycle. They called my bluff on the pummel, and they are correct. I think we're just waiting for the rest of the visits, right? Or at least 1 more visit is kind of like what my gut is telling me right now. Because when they attack us, we're just going to block 6. Okay, so they finally drew it. No, they did not finally draw it. I am very okay taking 1. So they have a D-react here. Goldmane estate. Let's see if they respond. With the draw trigger on the stack, we're going to play their Remembrance. We're going to go Goldmane estate, and we're going to go Command and Conquer. I kind of want to draw a card to try and find an arsenal, right? Something tells me we watched them pitch a pummel, so we know it's not pummel, at least for like not for like 3 more turns. So it's probably a D-react, right? If I draw a card, I'm losing value off of the other visits to potentially set an arsenal. I think it's fine to crack a gold here, right? Like, Thunderquake kind of sucks, but we're going to send for 4, arsenal this so that I can block with the Iron Fist Revelation reasonably well if I want to. Okay, there's the Rube Mount. There's the first decompose of the game for them, which means felling would be obnoxious. Felling would be like put a card on the bottom, block with 2 cards, and then just like throw something. Oh my god, that's so upsetting. No, that is so sad. The Golden Sun doesn't just kill them. They're at 13, and like it only comes in for 14, right? Like, this is not nearly enough to kill them, but it is very powerful. This hand is very awkward. This hand's very awkward. Okay. I mean, blocking double right behind you seems fine. Crack 2 gold and you'll draw it. Trust. I think we're going to bottom this one, right? I don't think we want to see this one just yet. I think that one's fine. I think that one's okay. I think that one's okay. It's been a very interesting game. They've really tried to, like, run me over. They probably set another D-react, but we're just going to get aggressive here. We still have a lot of equipment. There's an Oakenold out of their deck and 2 Frostfangs and 2 Pummels. 14 is a lot. If they have CNC Pummel here, keeping that shelter on top is going to make me feel real dumb. No, I do think this is a good turn. This is the 3rd Ripple away, which is actually massive. And a Sink Below? Sure, take 7 if you don't have another D-react. Yeah, them blocking with a third Ripple like really sets up future visits. Now, we only on 1 gold, so that can be a little weird, but... All right, our opponent's down to 6. Well, this is a hand of all time, if I've ever seen one. That's unfortunate. That is unfortunate. Huh. Well, think about how we want to play this. Do we want to get value off of the armor knowing there's 2 Oakenolds left? Like, they've had a couple of awkward ones, right? My first thought, knowing that they have a CNC we haven't seen, is to block Shelter, take 2, and run these out, and then just, like, set up. Or maybe play 1. We could give up the shield, but I think I'd rather just take 2, right? Yeah, the thing that scares me is that they have a lot of equipment value left, and I'm trying to save mine for when it matters. I was really looking to try and set up the Shelter from the Storm and Arsenal so that we could have some like future-proof protection, but I think going down to 14 is fine. We're still at a spot where nothing they have kills us. Our draws have felt a little weird this game. Like, not like bad per se, just like awkward, and like I feel like I'm kind of trying to like balance some things. Okay, this lined up really well. Just had to say something, right? Just had to say something.
Oh, yeah. It's all coming together.
This does feel really good. Block disable. This lines up very well for us. I mean, don't get me wrong. I don't think Golden Sun for 17 will kill them, but... Rootbound and Frostfang. So this is 9. 3, 5, 9. We're going to have to crack a gold to see if we can throw the Golden Sun. We know they have a Frostfang and a Rootbound Carapace in hand. They're going to Arsenal the Rootbound Carapace. So no weird buffs coming out of nowhere. 2 Oakenolds down. Both of our D-Reacts gone, though, which is a little awkward. Little awkward. If we had the Remembrance, I would have cycled the last 2 houses at this point just to draw them. I would have been okay with that, just to, like, shuffle them in, but it's not how it lined up. We have a lot of reds in our deck, so this is a, like, somewhat risky play. But if it pans out, we get to do... Oh, come on. There's no way we go runner, right? Man. We're just supposed to throw 17, right? Like, there's no world I'm supposed to be this greedy. The other Golden Sun we put on the bottom of the deck, this is going to expend a lot of resources, or it's going to kill them. So a 3 block from hand, Crown is 5, Gauntlets and Tunic is 7, Well-Grounded is 9, the D-React, the Rootbound Carapace is 13, they take 4, so they're still good. Do it or no balls? Oh, it's why I love you guys. I love that we get both sides of it in chat, right? Like, the clear play is to just throw the Golden Sun and take our value. Like, that is the smart thing to do. but man, sometimes you just gotta grip it and freaking rip it for the content, baby. That would have been hilarious. Like 100%. Definitely the correct play was to just send it. 100%. Get our 17 and just play it out. Oh, you have multiple D-reacts in hand. So sink below is 7. Rootbound Carapace is 11. Well-grounded is 13. Take 4. And then, like, throw a Felling. We've not seen one all game. Throw a Felling would actually be really good here. We both have our headpieces, so this is only for 6. So we should throw 7 and threaten the pummel here. It's our last pummel. I mean, I think we're supposed to. I agree, but content is king. Guys, I'm not saying you're wrong, because there have been so many times we have just sent it for the content. Like, let's be real. There have been times we have sent it for the content. I mean, they have to have Staunch here to not take any damage. Oh, they had nothing. Playing the pummel there, they were going for the Oakenold. I thought they were going for a second Staunch was the play. Yeah, there it was. It was going to be turn... So what, they would have fused Arsenal, drew these 3 cards, and then had it the following turn? Okay, I mean, hey. Confetti! Hooray! Oh, I would have hit the pummel off the top of the deck? Is that what I would have drawn? I didn't even think to look at that. Yeah, that would have felt bad. Hitting the pummel off the top of the deck would have felt bad. All right, let's see here. We played Jarl. We went first. We got the win. Thinking back to that game, the double Goldmane Estate into Shelter was actually a really good hand. Double Estate to set up 7 mites into Shelter for Arsenal. Let me block Oakenold fused with 1 card, shield, and Shelter. Rouse was pitched all game and set up for second cycle. Let's see. Let's not talk about how it was pitched for second cycle. That's an obvious thing. Awkward hand with double right behind you and 1 rouse. Blocking was weird. Now, I put that blocking was weird because even though technically we played the Guardian Mirror where we just swinging hammers back and forth for a while, the turn where that happened, it was actually okay for us, right? Like, we were actually okay. Like, because we're a Guardian deck, like, we were fine. But it could have been awkward against other decks. I don't know what Wabi Confetti is. I have to go back and find the timestamp on when we started that Jarl game. Let's see. RKO? Where are we at? 134.15. RKO 134.15. There's an RKO in here somewhere. We're supposed to go second. The objective in this matchup is to get their life total lower than us as fast as possible, and then just try to like keep them that way. And I know that seems kind of obvious, but a lot of their deck, a lot of RKO's deck, functions when they are above the opponent on life total, so we want them below us at all possible costs. I haven't played this matchup in a while. I've won the last few times I've played it, but that doesn't mean anything. Does not necessarily mean anything. Savage Claw could be for 4. Okay. I don't know if it should be an easy matchup per se, Josh, but it's a matchup that I think we understand our lane. Oh. You love to see it. You love to see it. They played Arg Smash and rolled a 1. Did not destroy our gold. We're going to keep the disable. I think that has a chance to be better with the Iron Fist revelation. So we're just going to... We're lucky we have all of our reds came on a Command and Conquer hand. It's pretty fortunate for us. Oh, they're playing Line Crossers, so they technically get to play like they have more life than us right now, which I think is worth noting. They just passed. I'm going to wait a second to make sure they meant to pass, because I don't know, like, I always feel uncomfortable with that kind of stuff. Let's go Pot of Greed. We're going to throw Rouse. I think we're just going to go Rouse into Disable, try to Arsenal. This is going to be the plan. We're going to reveal like this. So we're meeting the 13 criteria because what's 6 plus 7? If they hit us with the Flesh Bag, which just does seem like a good turn to Flesh Bag us, hopefully they hit the E-Strike. If they don't, we're going to have to reevaluate from there. Hey! We're cooking! Hey! My brother's baseball team does that when they score a run. Yeah, I'm assuming they block very effectively, so we're going to try and push as much damage as possible because we need them below us. We need them below us as fast as possible. This 2D reacts here. No. Okay. They're going to go back to 40. So they're still technically the same as us or whatever, which is like fine. Tunic. Looking for a scrap for 5. All right, hear me out here. I think we're going to run the Rouse out again. Like, I kind of want to run the Rouse out again. I think we may just take 9 and just get aggressive here. I know it sounds kind of crazy, but we have a real chance to apply some pressure. And they gave up a lot of their good blocking value to do it. So we're gonna go for it. Okay, they're not going to attack us again, so... Rouse looking pretty good in this matchup. Rouse looked okay in the last game. We were trying to... I was trying to pitch stack and set up some Rouse for second cycle, but we just ended up in a position where... Guess I'll just throw this for disruption. We ended up in a position where we were just trying to... we played Remembrance, and so we weren't actually like able to like track our pitch stack. We were shuffling. All right, we're up 9 points. This is where we want to be. This is a good place for us. So they have the pummel. Okay. So I would rather keep the Spinal Crush in the deck. So I think what we're going to do... I mean, this is telegraphing pummel. So if I block like this, use Tunic for flexors, E-Strike for 7, Arsenal disable. Okay. I mean, that's okay with me. Kind of weird. An interesting bluff. They took a lot of damage to bluff a pummel. Don't know that I agree with that play, but it's interesting. That feels a little incorrect. That feels incorrect. I don't know. I did, in fact, get got. We gave up Aura Mage's value for no reason. So maybe I'm the fool. Maybe I'm the fool. They're the GOAT. What a bluff. Don't you dare attack me with this card. Don't you dare attack me with Fix a Match. Am I about to get hit by my spoiler card? Oh, they just blocked with it? Okay. They drew a pummel. All right. Thank God they just blocked with it. I'm always the fool. You always know the nicest thing to say to me, Noah. You're just so kind, dude. Like, I'm just out here chilling, living my best life, and you're just like, ha ha, you buffoon. Tears. Somebody call an ambulance. But not for me! Something one of my cousin Kyle says when we play Rocket League. My guess is double of Sigil of Solace, so they couldn't block. Ooh, I guess that makes sense. If they weren't able to block. I'm locked in. It's Sigil and Arsenal. I'm here for that. Well, we're not going to find out this turn. Because you and I, it's cool for the summer. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I kind of want to greed for the Rouse here, right? Hey, Marcus, his deck was really interesting. The thing that really stood out to me about Jason's deck from Jakarta was that there was no nonsense. 3 Trounce, like 3 Bravado, 3. It was really interesting. 29 blues scares me. What is the real curse of us taking 3? We're at 32. Even if they sigil, they're still 1 below us, so Line Crossers is not turned on. If we win, we get to have the 3rd Rouse turn in 6 hands. If we miss, it's what? Throw Cranial Crush? I think this is a risk I'm okay with. That smells good. You'll love to see a thunk off the top of the deck. We'll reveal both of these. We'll throw the Boulder Drop, Arsenal the Golden Sun. Anything under 30 blues does scare me more than it should. I think most of the world has come to terms with the fact that like you can play 29 blues and like a reasonable number of yellows, or 28 blues and a reasonable number of yellows. But like I don't know. It scares me. Like 30 blues, like I have been a believer for a long time that like the more blues we can be on, the better off we're gonna be. But obviously that's not always, you know. Yeah, if they have the pummel, we have flexors if we need it. Like, which Abel? Rob, I'll let you say it. Now, the question is, do we want to shelter and flexors this? We shelter flexors. What if we just shelter discard and throw 10? How many golden estates? How many estates have we seen? We've seen 0 estates. That's right. Disable. Oh, D's nuts. Dude, I was had. Got him. Got him. 27 blues is like that. Like 29 is probably the limit for me. How many CNCs have we seen? 1 CNC? They have played 2 pummels, though. I don't know. I think I might be valuing Goldmane Estate too much right now. We're up 14 life, and we have 10 overpower. Let's just send it. I never liked the Tunic Bravo from, like, Worlds 2023 with 33 blues. I mean, I was a big fan of, like, 36 to 38 blues in Bravo. But I'm a psycho, so take that for what it's worth. So if I say no blocks and they have the pummel, we discard Spinal. We play this out, Arsenal the Hammer, or swing the Hammer, Arsenal this. Other options are block. Really don't want to take 12. World's Bravo was a psyop to keep Hamilton from winning back-to-back. I think we can no block this, right? Okay, they're at 14. We're now up 9. It's not nearly as much as it was a minute ago. Have we seen a ripple away from them? Probably. This could be really bad if they ripple us. Hear me out. What if we just draw blue? If we draw blue, E-strike, put this to the bottom, pitch the blue, Arsenal Spinal. Dude, we're so good at this game. I mean, just how we drew it up. Hopefully Miller's is good to us. They have a lot of things that miss in their deck, so I mean, wrong, nothing's perfect. Ripple Away beats an Overcrowded. What a weird clash. We should just give Shelter, because even if it is Command and Conquer follow-up, it doesn't matter. We can't Shelter regardless. Actually in a pretty weird spot if that's the case. I mean, it's fine, right? Like, it's not the end of the world, so we'll just no blocks and Shelter. Yo, I would love to play Bravo at a tier, like at a tier 3 or a tier 4. That would be cool. I'd be down for that. Maybe I get lucky and chat picks Bravo for me to play for Nationals. Maybe I get lucky, you know? Not holding my breath, but you know. We're just going to block for value. I don't know that I entirely like blocking for value with my equipment in this matchup, but something about Spinal Crush for, you know, 14 is pretty hot. Pretty hot. Now, listen, we might be playing the log. The log is real. The log is real. We might be playing the log. I have to say, I would not be upset if y'all stuck me with Betsy. I'm just going to say it. I don't care that you hurt your elbow. Ka-chow. Pa-ching. Pa-choom. Pa-ching. Ka-chow. Good game, opponent. Man, that game was kind of a slaughtering, though. Yeah, that game was, that was actually kind of crazy. Ayo! Confetti! Hooray! We win. I actually low-key love saying hooray every time we win a game. I don't know if that's weird. Is that weird? Regardless, I do. Regardless, I do. All right, let's see. So against RKO, we got to win. Got some lucky draws early and was able to play all 3 Rows in the first 6 turns. Use them to get up below me on life total and turn off their Mocking Blow big bully value. Yeah, I mean, I feel like that's a big piece of that matchup and why we were doing so well. I feel like that checks out. Part of our reason there. That's right, 2-0, baby. Can't stop, won't stop. Can't stop, won't stop. Kale's been on Volda. Ew, I don't want to play this matchup. We're supposed to go first in this matchup. Let's see. Rhinar at 150.25. Okay. We should probably say good luck and have fun to our opponent. This is a Crown of Providence matchup. We are not on trounces or grips in this matchup. I mean, we're on the weakest links because we just need them to fit into our deck. And we're on all 3 pummels for maximum aggression here. We'll see what we can do. This is not a great matchup. That's right. Keep the reviled heroes down. There is no might. I will show up at Nats and replace whatever deck you bring with the most blinged out Betsy deck ever and present you few options. I mean, that does sound kind of cool. It's turn 0. We should just yeet it, right? Yeet it because Maximus. Whatcha?
Lizard.
Take 5, good sir. Hopefully that'll be enough to win us the game. Tear limb from limb, pitching eye of Ophidia. God help me. As someone who has some amount of voting power for your PT Vegas deck. Okay, so it's U.S. Nationals. It's U.S. Nationals. Yikes. Joder. I mean, are we just taking 6 and letting this go? What does us blocking this otherwise look like? Block 9, 11, 13? There's no way that's right. The second Spider Skull, kind of bad. Yeah, so about that 5 damage is true, Josh. Ziggy would be fun. I guess we can take 6. It feels bad. This feels bad. I wanted to keep the Rouse. We are just going to Arsenal the Goldmane estate and set up. Please don't take my Wild Ride. Discards a Sea Legs. Judge, they're cheating. It's a Lance. Hello. What? Come on, I flipped a 7. You're supposed to flip a 6. Victor didn't make the finals this weekend. Victor was in the semifinals, but yes, I did have a small stroke. That accurately describes the situation that was at hand. Please, just leave me alone. We're getting cooked. Like a freaking rotisserie chicken. Roll me over. I'm done on this side. We could have gotten crazy and drawn a card there, but I don't know about that. I mean, to be fair, like, in my defense, normally I blank my clash luck when I'm clashing poorly, but we clashed okay there. Like, we flipped the red 7. They just had a better one than us, you know? You know? If you know, you know. Come on. Big bucks, no whammies. Yeah, baby! Now I have no idea what to do with his hand. I just was just going to play the Shelter. I had 0 plans of winning that clash. I mean, I'm going to say what I said earlier. I love Jason. Jason is a banger of a homie. But I wanted him to come in second. I need him to not LL Victor before US Nats. Hit.
I'm in danger.
Starships were meant to fly. We didn't want to draw a second pummel. Yeah, Judge. My opponent's doing cool things and I don't like it. Is it a legal thing? Am I allowed to say that? Am I allowed to be like, Judge, my opponent's playing better than I am? This is, please no, like, send packing. Come on, nothing cool. Nothing cool. Damn, bruh. You ain't supposed to hit us with all that now? That sucks, bro. 3, 5, 7. Yikes. And we're just going to overpitch the Spinal Crush, which also feels bad. Ay, 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 ay. Ugh. That's right, yeah. My opponent's being him is straight juicing me right now. I might say that to a judge when I'm in Minneapolis just for fun. I may like wait till a judge I know is walking by and be like, Judge, my opponent is absolutely juicing me. If you could make this stop, that'd be great. I feel like we're actually supposed to ripple this, even though it means we could get blown out. I mean, the rum's already there. A blue? I mean, that actually worked out really well, right? That actually worked out pretty well for us, all things considered. The only thing that hasn't worked out for us has been the rest of the game. But, you know, it's like that sometimes. Can I undo I'm losing? That would actually be hilarious. All right. You blocked. Maybe this matters. We want to do weakest link first. No, that's not how I picked. That's not how I ordered my triggers. There we go. Okay. So they have 2 Alpha Instincts in hand, and they have to discard 1. Okay. Okay. That's right. Don't call it a comeback. What if we block like this and throw 8 and then Arsenal this disable? It could be cooking. I'm gonna start being like those guys from Kentucky. I think it was the group from Kentucky. It was like Holden and his buddies that were always wearing the chef hats. Literally just kept all the equipment. Oh, I'm done. We're dead. I mean, yeah, we're dead. We're so dead. Like, I don't know that I've ever been more dead. Yeah. This is tough. Judge, my opponent is not jujuing on the damn beat. Yo. I actually kind of like that one, Toppet. Oh my god. I lied. We're so back. We block like this. We get to play a Goldmane estate and send the disable. Oh, we're so back. We are cooking. I'm actually straight okay with this, right? We're going to take forward into 12. Eugene could never. Oh, so true, King. So true. All right, all right. Disable for 10 matters here. And then we're going to Arsenal Shelter with 5 Mites in play? So you're telling me there's a chance?
Show me what you got.
Let's do this. Bring it, green boy. Okay. Arsenal to the bottom. Golden Sun here is actually like kind of crazy, right? Get to block 6. Like, Golden Sun's for 15. Like, I understand they're not dead. Looking for something to do? Mm-hmm. Do we want to save the shelter? Because we're going to play both of our cards. Honestly, I keep forgetting we have Crown of Providence and I can block with it. Eugene does defy all odds. Judge, I was kidding. My opponent sucks. We're good. Pockets, that's crazy. I couldn't imagine ever saying that to like a judge. Thankfully, there is no instant speed in Tim for them. Now, the funny part is if they didn't have gauntlets block, this could be lethal. Like, this could be lethalies. They're going to go to 1 here, I think. Which means if they don't have a crazy turn, we could win. Dwar. Dude, we were talking about the chef. We were talking about Holden and company. Yeah, chef. He used to say that at RTNs all the time. Used to take me out, dude. It was hilarious. Okay. We're gonna block 6, take 2. Man, if I could have kept the 2, if I would have kept the 2 blues, we could have won. Damn, I didn't even think about that. Oh, shit. That's low-key bad. That's low-key bad if they throw that at us, bro. Oh, thank God they have to throw the Skullcrack at us. The sim packing was in hand. Yo. Okay. Draw the Golden Sun, 2 gold left. Pitch the Command and Conquer, 1 gold left. If we hit blue after that, we're cooking. If we don't hit a blue, we have to go runner on the blue. We could also just force 2 cards out of their hand and wait for the Golden Sun next turn. If we force 2 cards, we can probably block with 2 cards next turn and be okay. And then go for the Golden Sun cheese. I really... I have no way to know what's on top, right? The Bravado, actually, I guess shows us what's on top. No, we're good. The Bravado. This is good. We're not going to do anything. This is great. Perfect. You love to see it. We win. Unless they draw like double Reckless Swing or something crazy. James to the corner. Bosch. 3. Bang! Oh, shit. Oh, shit. There is no shot. No. Flying Heat win! Let's go! Confetti! Hooray! Holy shit, I cannot believe we won that game. I literally thought I was about to get cooked by double Reckless. Do they have a second Reckless in their deck, or is it just the one? Like, I don't think they haven't played one, so like they would have to have it over here. Let's just sort. Okay. They did not have it. Dude, you're right. That Wild Ride was our MVP. That Wild Ride was the best card that our opponent played all game for us. Shoo! Sheesh! That was insane. Okay, we played against Rhinar. We went first because we threw the Macho. We did get a win. Pushed 5 damage on turn 0 with Macho. Op had 2 to 3 good turns to start. Then they discarded a miss to Wild Ride and let me keep 3 cards with Estate and Disruption to get me into the game. Golden Sun closed. Okay. All right. All right. That one felt pretty good. I was on 2. Yeah, he did have the Beast Within. Like, our opponent had the Beast Within to potentially, like, just die out of nowhere, which is kind of crazy. Could have given Crown, go to 1, draw Golden Sun, pitch CNC and blue for win. I was never going to go to 1. Like, I'll level with you. I was never going to go to 1. Yeah, like, I'll be honest. Like, I was never going to go to 1 in that game. Russian. Like, I don't trust going to 1 in that matchup. I try to avoid it at all costs. All right, let's see. We got Jarl. We are going second. They're on Shield Beater and Titan's Fist. Tells me they're heavy fatigue. If they're on they're on Rampart. If they're on Rampart, this should be heavy fatigue. Or maybe they're just looking to get value. Yo, chill, Daddy-o. Chill. Sheesh. Man, that's better than turn 0 Macho. Well, normally I would agree with you, Josh. I don't like to take damage most of the time, but in that situation, I actually think it's incorrect to go to 2 against that deck. No ripple away, please. Aw. Huh. That's actually kind of weird. I kind of want to greed. I don't know if putting the Goldmane estate on the bottom is correct or not. We could have went 7. Arsenal the Pummel, keep the estate, I guess. Chilliam Shakespeare is awesome. I like that. We're still going to hit him with the old razzle dazzle here. I mean, this still pushes 8 damage and gets a card. Okay, there's a felling. They cannot decompose yet. We know that they have a pulse and a frozen to death. A lot of damage. So they still have frozen to death in hand? Were they expecting me to, like, block this? I don't really know what their objective was there. Give them the old 3-ring circus. I don't know that I've ever heard that one before, but I like that. Listen, we're out here swinging the business around when we can. Oh, I do not like that. I also don't think that's a good block. Unless they need to get an Earth card in their graveyard soon. Which I guess is possible. Yeah, that's an interesting block. Like, why? The only thing that makes sense to me is they're thinking about getting an Earth card in their graveyard soon. I love how aggro these games have been. Ew. Oh, I see. So there's no fuse, but they have a pummel? I mean, we're going to try and win this. Right behind you first. Let's see what we get. They have a lot more, like, 8s than our last opponent did. We're going to leave that on top pretty much always. Yeah. This checks out. This makes us 2 gold. We draw the Golden Sun. We get hit with the pummel. Discard the headbutt. Because, I mean, it's telegraphed here. I mean, they might as well have screamed it from the mountaintops. The real question is, do we want to use flexors to avoid discarding a card? I think the value that we lose between Frostbite and being able to block the last fused Oakenold later in the game is relatively worth. So I think we can discard Headbutt. Actually, we have two Remembrance in our deck. Is keeping Tunic worth discarding Golden Sun here? I think the answer is yes. It's weird because Tunic's very effective there, but we have a pummel in Arsenal, and we've only seen one Command and Conquer. Now, I know it's only turn 3, but you wouldn't pummel an Oakenold? Apparently they would. Non-fused pummel Oakenold is a very interesting, like, I mean, I get it. Like, playing offense just makes sense. Do it when you can. Like, I get it. I understand. So this is for 4. There's no way. It's too early for a Remembrance, right? We put this Remembrance to the bottom. We block with a Test of Strength. Please win these. Okay. We're cooking. We're cooking. I would like to pummel something this turn if I can. We need to do something to get this pummel out of our arsenal so we can't get got by their Command and Conquer. Goldmane Estate makes a relatively compelling argument to not pummel something. Ooh, what if we pummeled this Disable? No. No. Okay, so we get juiced by Ripple Away, which is fine because we still make 4 mites and we're throwing 9 at them. If they want to throw CNC at us, they have to take 6 damage or consider blocking with some equipment. Also, by the way, this is a prime example of why I said, like, I don't really like Rampart or they're on Giga Fatigue. They've not activated it once the entire game. I think that's just an incorrect move by our opponent here. Win with a blue, please. Oh my god. Oh, num 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 num. That's right. We win with a thunk. Ah! You love to see it. You love to see it.
Oh, yeah. It's all coming together.
It is, in fact, all coming together. Thank you, Kronk. It is, in fact, all coming together. This is, man. We are flying high tonight. I feel like that video when he's like, I said a hoo, come on, baby, turn the lights off. Okay. Please don't have a second D-react. They have 2, that's going to feel bad. Okay. Okay, sure. So you're going to net take 4 off of this, which is, like, fine. I'm okay with this exchange. They're just net taking 4, like, at the cost of getting, like, them not setting a D-react in their arsenal. I actually think I'm okay with that, right? So it's Ripple away to the bottom first because we need the Macho for Titan's Fist. Arsenal Headbutt, it works with Tunic in 2 turns. That felt pretty good, Ben, I won't lie. I'm surprised you don't have... I play Pot of Greed, which allow... Oh, dude, we should. Maybe I should do that. Maybe we should have a Pot of Greed button. I've got a limited number of buttons I have access to with the way my soundboard's set up, but I've been looking to mix up the soundboard, and I think you just told me what we're looking for. I like that a lot. Yeah, them not having stalagmites actually massive because we just get to play E-Strike, and I'm like, not a thought in the world. Nothing's going on in this brain. I'm sure Dargodius would tell you that he knew that already. I love that there's like a section of people that just come by to talk massive trash. And like, low-key, I'm kind of here for it. It's kind of a vibe, you know? Take 2. Seems fine. We can just rip the disable here. That's right. We draw a big card. We play big card. Unbothered, moisturized, thriving, and in your lane. Brother, that is going to be like my new life quote. I got to write that shit down. Unbothered, moisturized, and thriving in my lane. Hell yeah. That just became my life motto, dude. Dude, Sprite, that's a baller. I'm all in on that. That's gonna, like, we're gonna have an inspirational quote on the wall that's gonna, like, say that shit. Okay, so no Frostbite for us. We'll pitch the Remembrance. We've played, what? 2 estates? I don't really want to give up any equipment. We'll just give them the tempo. This was a good tempo turn for them. I don't want to throw this for 6, or I'm sorry, for 7. I really want to get the value out of this and throw it for 8 with Iron Fist Revelation. Maybe I'm greeting here. They do technically have a they do have 1 copy of Oakenold left, and we've only seen 1 copy of Felling, so 2 copies of Felling. So I guess there's still some decent power cards in their deck. Maybe I'm supposed to throw 7 just to try and pressure more. Don't you dare hit me with that into, yo. That is diabolical, bro. All right, so we're going to block very efficiently, and I'm going to Arsenal the Shelter. I'm sorry, I'm going to block very inefficiently, not efficiently. Blocking with equipment when that's for 9 is not a good play, but this allows us to still throw back 8 in Arsenal Shelter, and that is their last CNC. So, massive. If only I'd sent 7, right? If only I'd sent 7. The greed. This is the greed the Bible speaks of. Somebody, my cousin Kyle sent me a video that said that the other day, and I thought it was really funny. We are fusing Channel Lake Frigid and Sprout Strength. And then we can block Shelter and try to hit him with the Pummel. That's our last Pummel. Our last Pummel, but I think it's fine. I think the last Pummel is fine. Man, Shelter just keeps lining up really well for us in this matchup right now. Yo, let's go, Chris, with the 5 months. Chris, thank you so much for the 5 months. I appreciate that. Means a lot, brother. Hope you were doing well this evening, my friend. Hope you were doing well. Let's update that goal. We are at 369. Nice. You'll love to see it. Blue, please. Well, blue, please. Well, all right. We're just going to Arsenal this. It's fine. Chris, I'm glad you can make it by, dude. I'm glad you're here. Another one. DJ Khaled. Arsenaling this pummel is fine. I really wanted to juice them. We're like one big turn away from ending this game. Like 2 Golden Suns left in the deck, 2 copies of Remembrance. We still have a Goldmane estate we put to the bottom. I mean, like we're in a pretty good spot here this game. We're cooking. We are 110% cooking. Really wish we would have ripped into a blue to play that pummel. Is there still a test of strength left in our deck? No, we've blocked with all of them. We're out of equipment, so another big disruption piece would be awkward. Eight, and I just get to throw 7 into 4 Threaten Hammer or Threaten Pummel. Oh, we can pummel the Rouse. Yeah, we're in. Yeah, we're doing pretty well against this Jarl. It's been a pretty good game for us so far. We'll reveal these bad boys. No, not really a scary follow-up or anything. We could have also swung Macho for 8 Dominate with Pummel. Was another line we had. We've seen 1 Shelter, 1 Sink, 1 Rootbound, 1 Staunch. I don't know that throwing that is just correct, right? I mean, we don't have to do anything. This is Lethalese. No Staunch, please. But you wish you would have decomposed now, my friend. Or maybe they have 3rd D-React and it just doesn't matter. Why are you gaining life? You're not dead. I don't understand that. I mean, I guess it's the same as blocking, but that pummel was really good there. And we have a Rouse pitch stacked for 2nd cycle as well. Someone on Arc Raiders just said, GG, sweeties. I'd rather be called man. Yo. No, absolutely not. You tell them that your balls are bigger than theirs are. Absolutely not. That is nonsense. We're gonna Arsenal the Shelter, considering they have no CNCs left and IP to Spinal. The Tunic block. I think our opponent's here for the vibes. I think our opponent's vibe checking us right now, Sprite. I won't lie to you. I lie. Yeah, we're gonna Arsenal the Shelter because it blocks from Arsenal better. Yo, that's crazy work, bro. We will bottom this. No blocks. Take 4 down to 12. They did get a Rampart block in. That is true. They did block with Rampart. Maybe our opponent's like trying to learn Jarl, because this feels like the Teklo Foundry list. I think we're just supposed to like just throw the gold here. Just ship it. They're at 3, right? Like there's no reason to. We should just ship it and just try to crush them. Let them know that we are winning the vibe check. Oh yeah. Stalagmite would have been really good. No D-React, please. I was like, if you could die quietly in the night, that would be very nice. You know what that means it's time for? Confetti! Hooray! We win! Yo, we are rolling tonight. Oh, that's not the right thing. We're going to update the record. You love to see it. Let's see. That game was against Jarl. Up, flipped, Rampart, and blocked with it twice. I think they wanted Stalagmite and misclicked equipment. Early fused. Oak and Old was scary. Pummel had us discard Golden Sun. Test of Strength went my way. All right, good notes. Good notes. I feel like this has been a very productive evening. We talked about spoilers. We have played some good Victor games. We're 4-0. We added some more subs on our road to 500, which I'm pretty excited about. I'm really excited to see what you all pick. If we get to 500, there's a long way to go. But I'm excited to see what you guys pick for me to play. Let's recap the list a little bit here before we wrap up. I'm not sure if Damien's streaming tonight or not. Disable felt really good. There is a world where you could convince me to play 2 copies of Rouse the Ancients and a 3rd Disable and 29 blues. I don't know. I don't know. That was what Jason was doing. 29 blue scares me. I think we might give it the old college try. Chat, do I drop $500 so we get to pick Betsy as the Nats deck? Yo, that's crazy. We would be on 29 blues if we cut 1 Rouse. We could play 2 copies of Rouse the Ancients and a 3rd Disable so that we have some like tech for the mirror with Rouse, but we also have 3 copies of Disable, which I like quite a bit. I think 3rd copy of Clash of Bravado just has to come back. I don't know if there's a world where we cannot be on 3rd copy of Clash of Bravado. Maybe we cut performance bonus and just try to like aggro Gravy down. Feels really tough, but I guess it's possible. I don't know. Some things to think about. Guys, thank you so much for being here tonight and hanging out. Don't forget, tomorrow night, we are playing Fatigue Victor with Damien. 6:30 Eastern Time. Come back. We will be here tomorrow night playing Fatigue Victor with Damien. And then we have Jarl on Thursday with John. Lupine Fiasco. We got some fun things lined up. This is our deeper dive into our road to Pro Tour Las Vegas. We are bringing in other people to help us analyze other decks, other matchups, and figure out how we can be best prepared with U.S. Nationals like 4 weeks away. We are on the way there. It's going to be here before you know it. So thanks for hanging out, guys. Have a good night, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Take it easy, guys. I can't find the be right back button, so I'm awkwardly still here. Bye.